Ahí tienes un streaming para entrar un rato. No sé si te quedó. Luigi.
Stand by. 1010, investigated reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
It's Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress. It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat. 10-5, all units, emergency.
Sí, empieza
Officer
el
in
juego.
danger. Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over.
Todavía terminado. Así empieza en el final, digamos.
To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started.
Del dolor empezó.
I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first.
Ah, día débil.
See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex?
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. Sun setting on a sweet summer's day. The smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. They'd give me the best seat in the house, front row center. What the hell?
What the hell?
Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall, a map of things to come. It was a poison syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical meanings.
Y claro, nada, como venía a tu casa y ver todo desordenado, ¿viste? Y tremenda cosa de signo del Valkyrie ahí.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello? Michelle!
No!
NYPD, drop! Ahí está. Bueno, más que lo disparé.
No. No, please, God, no.
Pobre bebé muerto. Ay, perdón.
The flesh of fallen angels!
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
Está bien, no pasa nada, boludo. Recién empieza el juego. Se murió. Ah, ¿qué le pasó?
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V.
3 años.
After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the
No
DEA.
me hagan caso. Me está pasando eso con la cuarentena. Leo rápido.
It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, the mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking.
El caso del Valkyr de la
I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
Entonces el tipo va primero a reunirse con su compañero en el subterráneo de Nueva York.
I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside, the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil forks, as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat. The train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex.
Alex es el compañero. Y bebé es el...
The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
Uno que no ve, lo encuentra en uno de los dos. Sí, me salió 59 centavos. Era lo que me cobraba.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Lo compré. Está peor la cosa. Esto era lo más gracioso de todo, mira. Cuando el tipo encontraba acá, hay una pastilla en un
Pills would hold the pain back for a while.
Esto lo agarro para curarme, ¿viste? Claro, vamos a confiar en la pastilla que uno encuentra en el subterráneo. Y encima en un baño.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much. What the?
Justo el chabón donde se metió acabó en una organización que estaban planeando un robo cerca de un banco. Están haciendo un boquete. Desde el subterráneo hasta el banco.
Yo guys, hey, we get yo.
Sí, parece mal. Si lo pensaste por ahí. tiene de malo este juego que es la versión de Play 2. Si fuera el de PC estaría completo y no tendría tantas pantallas de carga. Eso lo que me sorprende. Siendo que es coso PlayStation 4, el juego tendría que estar sin necesidad de carga. Pero bueno, es lo que hay.
Sure. Yeah, really. Hey!
Looking for Alex, they had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
Está cerrado. Bien, vamos por acá.
¿Qué se no! You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure. Sounds good. Follow me.
Vamos. Tenemos que activar el panel de control de seguridad donde está la salida. El chabón guardia de seguridad me va a decir, el guardia subterráneo me va a decir cómo acceder.
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
Dale, pibe, abre cosita, dale.
Home free. This way.
What the hell?
Dura poco el guardia de seguridad. Siempre los matan el guardia de seguridad.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. Power was back on.
No, pero no gasté la bala, mogólico. Fotito del Mega Man, ¿viste la fotito del Mega Man? Esa piola, bala, ahí está. No sé si se me escucha, no sé, estoy hablando al pedo, no sé. Avísame, ¿qué pasa?
Being subtle.
Esa es una entrada, sí.
Yo! What the hell?
Está piola, está muy bueno. Es readictivo encima. Me acuerdo que lo jugaba en los cibers y después, bueno, cuando tuve la computadora me lo rejugué en la compu. En la compu vieja que tenía antes, ¿viste? Porque ahora en la compu esta no lo puedo jugar. Solamente puedo jugar el 2. Y el 3, bueno, ya salió para Xbox 360.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Una parte del subte que antes funcionaba de un ferrocarril de los años 40.
What was that? Hey,
Casi no la cuento. Bien. Vamos a proceder con abrir la puertita.
Yo!
Se quedó sin cabeza, pero no, en realidad hubo un bugacho ahí. Igual, si estás viendo el nivel, es muy parecido, ya te das cuenta que, o sea, los niveles también parecen estar hechos
Like Lapino.
más
Now
para
that's
el counter,
spooky.
¿viste?
Jack Lapino. Yeah, spooky. But also with...
Igual el creador de este, igual el creador de este juego es el creador del GTA. La empresa desarrolladora que hizo este juego es del GTA. Bastante piola, entre todo. Vamos a romper el ahí, sacamos cosas. Como el Mario cuando golpea las cosas para sacar, ¿viste? Las monedas nada más que acá. Acá, bueno.
What the hell was that?
No sé, vamos a ver. Parte 1, el sueño americano, se llama.
All done here. Give me the detonator.
What are you talking about?
The detonator.
Get up!
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Hay un detonador, ves que hay explosivos C4 alrededor. Falta el detonador, hay que buscarlo. Es como una salida que tienen para cuando escapen.
Hold it!
Hijos de mil. Ves, acá está la entrada
Okay,
del banco.
fellas. The police are on their way.
Whack the sucker!
Para entrar acá a la boda. Mira todos los lingotes estos. Ya que si me fuera con 4 de estos, ¿sabes qué? En Argentina no me la vida. Esto es lo que hace cuando hay un ruido molesto, por ejemplo una música molesta de ascensor o una alarma.
Thank you.
El chabón te dice gracias, onda con ruidos molestos o con la música del ascensor, vuelve a disparar la música del ascensor y te dice gracias. Está buenísimo eso que está ahí.
We come to you now live from the crime.
This
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Bien, lo que tenemos que buscar son los detonadores.
The bank robber's score lay on the table.
Acá hay bonos de un banco, de una compañía llamada Aesir Company.
The bank robbers have been after Acer
quieren
Corporation
esa-
bonds.
esos juegos.
The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Cosa del IFE, ah, está bárbaro. Vamos a ir a otra puerta.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Vamos a proceder. Una vez terminadas las actividades criminalísticas de las personas criminales, vamos a proceder a seguir a cierto cometido. Ah, ok. Ese mierda, mira como cuánto tipo queda. Bien, esta es la mejor. Esta es una de las mejores escenas del juego. Va, tiene muchas mejores escenas, pero esta está buenísima, como está hecha, el sentido de lo que pasa. Es muy Matrix eso. Pero esta parte es la mejor. Justo aparece el compañero de Max Payne.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city
Pero
morgue!
ahora aparece
It's an armed robbery. The tunnel got you straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why... This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place?
que el sicario te pega un tiro a la
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
Es re flashero. Esto me hace acordar de las películas de mafiosos.
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Bien.
Get up!
¡Cúrate! ¡Cúrate! ¡Dale! Bien. Vamos a guardar la partida por la duda. Listo.
Let's get the hell out of here! Gun him down! Whack the sucker!
¿Dónde está? Ahí está. Bueno. Salida de emergencia. Ahora vamos a salir del subte. ¿Qué pasa? Ahora se complica un poco más la cosa porque lo culpan al chabón de haber matado al compañero, digamos. Y tenés tanto la misma
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
El chabón quiere buscar un chabón que se llama Jack Lupino, que es uno de los distribuidores más importantes de los barrios bajos de Nueva York. Y encima tiene prostíbulo, vende droga y toda la bola.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of
El tema que
tenements.
Lupino está recontra loco.
The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo.
Cosa vikinga.
Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall
Una
for
especie
it.
de bar.
All he had gotten was my attention.
Está recontra loco con la mitología nórdica y es satanista. Ya está, con eso te expliqué un poco.
I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing it poker, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Payne in the butt. Payne to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it?
Son unos mafiosos de poca monta que manejan un prostíbulo de Lupina.
Don't answer
Este boludo
that.
fue
A
ahí a hacer el
rhetorical
frente.
question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. But don't answer.
Son los típicos
It's one
mafiosos
of them, how do you
italoamericanos
put
que
it,
hablan así.
rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Payne in the butt. Ha ha! Payne to the max. Junk squad Payne. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Be first and line down. Bring it in.
Dios, amigo. Curarnos.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilio! You all right in there?
Encuentra una carta que es del mafioso más alto, digamos, que sería Consulero, que es el jefe
I'd
de
met
Chile.
Lupino only
El
once.
boludo
The
ese que
gangster
está ahí
ran
en
all
el
his
coso que
rackets
se
through his
quedó
right-hand
drogado,
man, Vinny
vino con
Gagnetti.
pelotudo que se cree
Gagnetti
mafioso,
was a
como el
high-strung
muerto.
whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer
Es el
bunny.
malo, termina siendo tremendo pelotudo.
He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote.
Ahora tenemos que matar a
Rico
uno,
Muerte
se llama
is
Rico
coming to
Muerte.
see it through.
Está ahí.
Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
The V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spoof story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
Payne!
Cago en la puta madre, no puedo moverme. Es el mismo piso de mi pieza, amigo y papá, en un prostíbulo, la concha de esa hermana. Parece que no, acá. Finito, finito. Ah, boludo. ¿Dónde está la acá?
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents...
Total, tengo que haciendo el
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses.
Bien, vamos por acá. The American Dream, Part 2. Son 3 partes y se dividen en capítulos, digamos. Acá tenés hasta capítulo 8, después capítulo 8 también la segunda parte y la tercera tenés 3 partes nada más. Estaba tomando agua, ahí sigo. Parece, mira, me hizo acordar de la puerta de mi pieza cuando no tenía las cosas.
What the?
No te vi. ¿Dónde acá? Sí, acá vi donde se era. Ah, este programa es malo. La serie de Jesús.
Previously on Lords and Ladies. Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies.
Ahí me la novela, el hijo de puta. Un episodio de Lord y Lady, señoras, damas.
My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
Odio las telenovelas. Otro coso para curarlo, no curo.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning.
No hace
I
nada.
had to be careful.
No, mirá, el coso de las putas. Eso no me parece capital. Eso.
Get away.
It's Payne!
¡La puta madre! Bien, no hay más nada, no. Listo. Con su permiso, voy a matar a una perra. Esperen un momento. Pelotudo de chimbural. Andando despacito por lo que queda de la parra. Se va a caer, va a rebotar el gordo. Bueno, vamos a seguir. A ver.
Piece of crap!
Esto funciona, mirá. Ay, le doy la Coca-Cola. ¡Ay, el gordo!
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues in the town. Stellar storm.
Ah, amigo, te mataron.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
Está más gastado que mi ropera también. Pedimos para ver si hay alguna munición o algo, ¿viste? Sí, alguna boludez. Yo me mando de suicida y no veo si viene alguien de frente, nada. Yo no aprendo más, no aprendo más. Está. Bien. Otro show. Son re locos los chavales, están más duros que Maradona.
I suck!
Mortal del culo. ¿Cuánto es? Hijo de mil.
I'd found Muerte's room, Muerte had received a letter.
Busqué la habitación de Rico Muerte. Un coso, un chical.
Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Andrew Bienvenido family to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Huerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far back. I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Que como es de los 90 este juego, el tipo tiene como clavado una estaca y acá dice Buff. Yo creo que el tipo, es una deducción mía esto, dice Buffy la casa vampiro, para mí, porque en esa época esa serie estaba de moda. Para mí que habrá sido un easter egg a eso. No quiero decir nada, pero yo tengo que buscar algo de eso. Perra hija de puta, la voy a cagar a patada.
What is that?
¿Cuántos son?
Hey! Told you. God damn! What the hell?
Falta uno. Hubiera estado copado que hubieran agregado esto a la seriedad. Están arruinados ahí. Parece como ir a Red Velvet cuando tanto lo arruinaron.
The hooker had left her diary on the table.
La prostituta había dejado su diario en la mesa.
The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent to the latest one-eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. They would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
No, jodeme que se me tildó. Jodeme que se me tildó. No. No te puedo creer, se me tildó. Ahí está, ahí está. Me volvió. Avísenme si... Avísame boluda si podés ver el video. Pensé que me iba a saltar, viste, la mierda esa de YouTube por tantas las fotos de mí y de toda la bola, pero no creo que sea tan exagerado. Porque acá la niña agachaba a los tipos, los filmaba y después los chantajeaba. Más hijo de puta que la que...
Hold it!
Un ascensor. Ah, bueno, en el señor ascensor. En el medio del fuego. En el medio del tiroteo, creo que no me acuerdo. Ay, Dios. Hoy estoy hecho un traductor pelotudo.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
Está lleno de ratas. Bien. Y se guardó por la duda.
It was freaking crazy. The cops would get him.
Más feo que la casa de Marco este lugar.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state.
Vamos a seguir. Este chabón también. Por ahí. Siento que el pelotudo si se llega a tocar una flama nada más se acaba muriendo el personaje. No sé por qué tenía ese problema. Así que hay que tener que ir con cuidado.
Hey, yeah.
Exhibit number 1, a new... A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a six-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip. Paper?
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA? Whack 'em!
Chill with the guns. Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off. Gentlemen, ice!
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest. There was a key on the table.
Hace mucho esto hubiera sido un allanamiento y sacábamos un montón de dinero cada vez. Vamos a devolver todo. Vamos a guardar primero. Acá me pueden.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now...
Está muerta, no, mentira.
It's Payne.
Se murió la mina. Muerta. Me falta el gordo. Mirá el positivo, gordo. Te moriste feliz, aunque sea. Lo maté. Gordo como gol y que ahora te muerte. Bien.
The antique switchboard was still in use.
Se han matado todos los boludos del prostíbulo. Creo que ya podemos escapar. No lo dijo, chaval, lo dije yo eso. Un parate para tomar agua.
There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, the kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines. The blood veins of New York.
Vamos a ir. Suerte. Nah. Está. Ahora te viste solo. Como no arreglado, ¿viste las cosas? 5 negros. Bien. Joder, la nieve. Justo para este frío de mierda. Bien. Vamos a tiro a todo. Un hombre con una copa.
Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow.
Esto lo acabamos metiendo en una batalla abajo. La mafia rusa contra la banda de Payne.
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Excelente. Genial. Vete ahora, también pega.
I don't know, man. Hey, yeah.
Y encima, viste que aparte que hay creador de GTA, también hay creador de la empresa que hizo Red Dead Redemption. Viste que Red Dead Redemption
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming blood.
Hay un momento que ponen una música así de persecución policíaca, onda como las películas ochenteras de policía. Está re piola eso. No conoces acá. Creo que es acá.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Como que construir atrás, como construir esto como el Minecraft, pero acá hay que...
What the hell?
No, esos no son junkies. No son nada, realmente son adictos.
Hey,
Ahí empezó la musiquita esa que hace. Pase de las películas de los 80.
What the?
A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Wooden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
Como parte de una organización secreta, chaval.
Forget it.
Uno se murió, el otro no. Se abre, mira. Se abrió.
Someone had left a letter on the... There was a key on the shelf.
Tenemos todo. Pone la cartita.
Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagnidi was his usual self, all talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on, you push a man too far, and sooner or later he'd start pushing back. I needed a key to get past the locked door.
¿Dónde está la llave? Yo agarré todo rápido y bueno, acá está la llave, mirá. Boludo. Vamos a ir por acá. Bien. Capítulo 5. Let the gun do the talking. Mirá que en inglés, ¿qué inglés, papá? Bien. Vamos a guardar la partida. ¡Ay, puta! Que alguien le explique a este señor que los inodoros no van ahí, se ponen en el baño. Por tirar no pasaba nada. Tiene un salto de mierda, así que vamos, esperemos que no caigan. ¿Cómo zafé? ¿Cómo zafé de volar a la mierda ahí, boludo? Mirá, si me hubiera quedado un rato me cagaba muriendo. Yo con un departamento así, un techo mierda, sería feliz. Por favor, no miren como me... Vamos a lavar unas manos. Sí. Bien. Capítulo 6. La ruta alternativa.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office.
No podíamos llegar a la oficina de Lupino.
The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
Así que teníamos que buscar otra ruta para llegar.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead.
Una ratita, una ratita. Se murió la ratita.
Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Ahí sepa la contraseña. Vamos a buscar.
Payne!
La rata está armada, la rata está armada, la rata está armada, la rata está armada. Estaba armada, tenía el arma. What? Ah, got it.
No, don't shoot.
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Es gracioso porque es una lavandería y ahí es donde lavan el dinero, posta.
I'm gonna hurt you. I think I died. Think I'm dead.
Así te da más frío.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in. It's a trap! There he is!
No, mierda.
It was dirty money.
Era dinero sucio. Como yo no lo hice, que hijo de puta.
Thank you.
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyrie-related gang...
Vamos a guardar porque tiene esta mierda es que no es como un mouse y es más sensible el joystick con estos juegos como son más viejos.
This week from address unknown. I don't want to go there. It's the last place I'd want to end up. But that's where I always end up anyway. Only it's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail, except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The flamingo speaks. He can speak here. It says, "Mirrors are more fun than television." That's, mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how. And I know.
Bien. Capítulo 6. Bien.
Red, blue, or green? It's always red or blue.
Se rompió, vamos a buscar la puerta.
What the hell?
había quedado bugueado. Te moriste pelado.
What the hell are you standing around here for? They're bombing us. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. What are you doing? This is war. Freaking war.
No, pelotudez. Bueno, vamos a entrar. Ah, el chabón que parece ahora parece Kiko, pero con pelo rubio.
Vinny Gognitti, just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking fed. I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squat on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti. A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti's desk.
Una carta. El boludo este, Vinny Bonito, había escrito una carta.
The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
Quería ver cómo se le veían los sesos. Estaba re loco.
Vinny Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Una buena frase que me dijo. No se nada acerca de algo, pero es el miedo que le da a las personas.
Gognitti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
No, el tren pasó, qué boludo. El tren no había pasado. Ahora no sé dónde empieza, encima me olvidé de guardar la partida. ¿Qué está?
A crumpled letter lay. On Gognitti's desk. Vinny Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings. Gognitti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Supuestamente el tipo cayó en el tren, pero nosotros vimos que no le dio al tren, pero bueno, no importa. Era como Sonic, que justo agarró cosas.
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Staring at my face like sandpaper and razors, ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens, the city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward, dark. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gagniti made his move.
Se va desangrando y va re tranquilo. Encima no sé cómo hace para saltar el chabón. Para hacer ese salto. No es un juego, ¿sabes? Voy a hacer que me disparen en el estómago, a ver si puedo hacer eso yo también. Así, ahorita se acaba muriendo. Apenas se me rompe el diente, imagínate con un tiro en el estómago. No, encima se buguea en esa parte. Todavía está ese bug de mierda como te caes ahí que no se mueve. Concha. Espera. Vamos a empezar de vuelta. Decí que ya se guardó. No, me equivoqué, no es ese, qué tarado. Ahora no me acuerdo cuál era, la puta madre que lo parió. A ver.
The rest.
No era este.
One way or the other.
Espera, lo encuentro. Era este creo, a ver. Sí, acá está. Ahí volvimos, voy.
This was my... When the train he was riding slowed down, Gagniti made his move.
La cinemática no las puedo sacar. Sí puedo sacar los diálogos, pero no la cinemática. ¿Te dormiste, boluda? Sabes si te dormiste, si no... termino el streaming acá. Encima lo había hecho todo con una buenísima puntería, toda la hora, y ahora se me ha complicado esta cancha. arriba.
NYPD, you on the roof. Drop your weapon and lie down.
Guarda por nada.
I repeat, drop your weapon and lie face down.
He's coming down the stairs. Shoot the bastard.
Take muscle, we got it.
No trouble.
Mira, justo por ahí. ¿Viste? Está re piola también la música. Vamos a seguir, vamos a seguir. Bien, vamos a guardar acá. El otro con tiro, mira, un tiro en el estómago y sí, como tiro. Es que hice hacer una stream en un rato y después me voy a poner cuando te vas por ahora, nadie me avisó nada, entonces. Igual creo que ya termino este capítulo y ya guardo acá. Pues ya me estoy jugando casi todo el primer capítulo, digamos. Para ver. Ahí de vuelta, ahí te seguimos, igual esto para entender. Normalmente no sabía qué hacer, yo me acuerdo cuando jugaba esto. Me acuerdo que... ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Me quedé atorado, ¿dónde? Estaba esta mierda acá que vos apretás acá, se llama el ascensor. Si no lo encontrabas esta mierda, entonces apretabas de vuelta acá.
What the hell? Get him! We're gonna be rich!
Freaking rich!
Even richer than that, wise guy.
Plata y el Valkyr, esa es la droga que usan los chabones. Sí. cagan a tiro el chabón, ¿viste? Otro cagón de metraje por acá. El Vini con Iki.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close.
Me estoy remeando, ahí vuelvo, ahí vuelvo. Pasa con esa Naini fea, está fea. Sos fea. Eso pasa que saliste a tu madre. Ah, reforma. Acá estoy, acá estoy. Vamos a seguir. Es un juego que ojo ahí. Vamos a empezar con el menos mal que tenemos ahí grabado. Ah, que yo jugaría. Ahora sí te expresaste bien.
Max.
Bien.
Ready?
Me cagaron a tiro mal. Ah, mira, justo dejé unos energésicos. Estaba en el baño ese, porque como tenía completo el energésico no los agarré. Acá. Ay, ¿qué hacías, boludo? En el 3 la historia es re flashera. El chabón está hecho mierda y está pelado, con barba, y es alcohólico y adicto a estos analgésicos que estamos consumiendo. Me joda.
God damn it!
El cagón. Ahí está. El Kiko.
Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
¿Moriste, Kiko? Ah, no, creo que estaba vivo.
Gognitti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood.
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me. Take me in a home into the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be ready at your funeral. Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. As subtle with its dark message as a cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son, just like Jack Lupino.
Acá el juego se va a la mierda, es lo único que puedo decir. Acá hay un bar que se llama Ragnarok.
The book had never been a bestseller.
Había un libro.
Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled, The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Hold it!
Retranca, ¿no? Mirá. Un pentagrama en el primer turno. Retranca, ¿no?
Books on the occult had been piled on the table.
Libros de satanismo, Wicca, ocultismo, pentagrama, sangre. De todo un poco tiene el show.
The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft and Paradise Lost, old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Reini Novum Portus, books with pentagrams on their covers all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
Ya veo que leo los títulos y un demonio acá.
What with Dino and all? I wouldn't say anything to his face. He might not... Who knows what he... Payne!
Decirte que está la película de Max Payne. No está tan buena como el juego, pero está buena para ver. A mí me gustó. Capítulo 8, el imperio de la maldad del demonio o algo así. Bueno, algo es algo. Hijo de puta, con todo. es un coso de... Children of the Slave. No, Ginsens. No, Ginsens of the... Bueno, una para atrás. Vamos a decirlo. ¿Sabes qué le pasaría a Coque si acá lo cagan a tiro? Diría, no lo vi venir. Mal chiste. ¿Sabes cómo le dicen al COP? Turbina de avión. Porque cada tanto se come un pájaro. Soy tan mogólico que me quedo así. La puta madre. La puta madre, soy más idiota, soy más inútil que una mina en la casa del Mateo.
What the?
Un pelotudo se cayó de ahí. No te puedo creer que el pelotudo de la computadora se cayó. El mogólico se cayó. Se cayó el idiota. Ah, no entiendo por qué se cayó. Ahí está. Bien, ahora vamos a seguir con el siguiente.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa. Punchinello had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over it.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here. I'd hate to send the trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat. Lupino's notes covered the table.
El tipo me hacía pactos satánicos.
Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub! Asmodeus! Baphomet! Lucifer! Loki! Cthulhu! Lilith! Hela! Blood given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal. Your soul for power and fortune. Just sign on the dotted line with your blood. Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves! Let loose on them! the moon. Lupino is the wolf. I'm Mr. Beast, the big bad Fenris wolf. I'm the end of the world man, wearing the flesh of fallen angels.
After Y2K, the end of the world had become a cliche. But who was I to talk? A brooding underdog avenger alone against an empire of evil, out to right a grave injustice. Everything was subjective. There were only personal apocalypses. Nothing is a cliche when it's happening to you.
The flesh of fallen angels! Come to me all! Astaroth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Satan, Cthulhu, Lilith, Ella! Blood to you all! Secret. The skin of reality. I've seen it. The corruption of flesh. I'm the wolf, yeah! I am the wolf! It's close. It's coming. You have come. A witness to the end of time. It's now! I will rise to her side. I don't need the words! I'm beyond the words! What the?
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond the world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming! She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter. I am ready to be her son. Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must die! Die! You'll die! You'll die! Now! All die!
real sure he'd stay that way. He was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale, holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor.
Un día frío en el infierno, la parte 2. Ahí empieza. Listo, ya no pasamos la primera parte de Max Payne.
Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs. Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you. Not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact.
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
Empieza la parte que flashás por primera vez, viste como el video como hice la otra vez.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
Lo voy a hacer porque es flashera la visión. O sea, es por el efecto del Balti.
No, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to.
Esta es la primera vez que lo grabo. Yo había mostrado la segunda.
Should have known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian.
Lo encontraron inconsciente arriba del cadáver de Lupino.
The pictures were... Alex and I had a few moments of glory between us. Crime-fighting comrades, the best in NYPD DEA collaborative team. Good-hearted macho bullshit like that. I would have given anything to have me here as my backup. No such luck. No luck at all. Filled with good old times.
Está alucinando, flaco, no está en la casa de él.
Please, God, no. Vaporize them, disintegrate them. No matter what you do, they'll still be that good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table. Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary was open on today's entry, her handwriting all pretty curves.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla? Isn't that a Norse myth? Something about Vikings? I tried to tell Max about it, but he was busy, that cute frown on his brow. Guess it's nothing, just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her. It was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
Max, no, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Murderer! You killed her! Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
Max Payne, un día frío en el infierno. El bate de béisbol se llama capítulo 1.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne, I envy your name.
And the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot. He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for a pretty face. But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of Lupino's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free. All I had was Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood.
Lo puedo decir con la segunda parte. Así que bueno, acá llegó todo.